Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. It is the 23rd of April 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. The GESARA law. The US versus China. In the public's eyes, they are enemies. Behind the scenes, they work together in strategic warfare to bring the cabal down. Nothing is as it appears, a master military operation at its best. The trade war between Trump and China is a much bigger deal than people know. It's way more than tariffs and trade deficits. It also involves gold. First and fundamentally important, Trump and Xi are working together. They are doing a complete realignment of world trade. No longer will world trade be centralized and controlled. No longer will wealth be transferred from third world countries with many natural resources to Europe and other industrialized countries. The shackles are being removed from these third world countries purposely trapped in poverty. Recently there was a story of several countries in Africa wanting to make trade deals with Trump for metals and minerals. But that's just one part of what's happening. There is a decoupling happening between the two biggest economies in the world, and it's purposeful. It will drive manufacturing expansion worldwide, and it will end concentrated manufacturing for cheap wages. By decentralizing manufacturing, you spread the wealth to the people worldwide. But what does this all have to do with gold? The most important thing that is happening is the destruction of fiat currency worldwide. If Trump and Xi are working together to bring down the worldwide debt system that is centralized around a world reserve currency, you need to force the world to dump fiat dollars. Guess what China is doing? They are dumping US treasuries and buying gold like crazy. They even passed a law to allow insurance companies to purchase gold. Why is that so important? It's a controlled demolition. China will look like the loser in this trade war, but in reality they are piling up gold for the day that the entire fiat system collapses in order to protect their people from the fallout. Can you imagine what our country would look like if our insurance companies were allowed to own gold instead of just fiat dollars? Our insurance rates wouldn't be going through the roof, and they would actually be able to make people whole in times of disaster. China dumping US treasuries along with other countries does two big things. 1. It increases the value of other currencies compared to the fiat dollar. 2. This is forcing up the currency value in other countries so that they, too, will want to escape this centralized system. The fiat dollar losing value also helps Trump tremendously. How? He's trying to bring manufacturing back to the US as quickly as possible. And it lowers the trade deficits with these other countries. How? What most people don't understand is that the biggest import to all these countries is fiat dollars because they need them to conduct trade in this centralized system. So the less fiat dollars these countries import in order to sell goods, the more sovereign they become. Trump is forcing sovereignty on the world. He's making sovereignty and freedom great again, and he's doing it with the help of China and BRICS. A new gold standard is coming. With it comes honest money and true financial freedom. In reality, that's what is happening. It is important to understand who the alliance is. World Economic Forum founder Schwab is now under investigation by his own organization, just days after quitting. The whistleblower accuses him of financial and ethical misconduct, mixing personal affairs with the forum's resources. BRICS GESARA Nations Alliance. BRICS makes a huge announcement on a new payment system. The BRICS alliance is looking to undo the dominance of the US dollar by launching a new payment system. A paradigm shift is coming in the way countries settle cross-border transactions. Global trade could experience revolutionary changes where the US dollar will not be needed to settle payments. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says the upcoming payment mechanism is different and could take the financial markets by storm. Also, the US dollar will have no role in international transactions, and the majority of trade deals could be settled in different payment methods. A new BRICS payment system will be open to all countries. Lavrov revealed that the BRICS alliance is working on the formation of a new payment system where all countries can settle trade deals without the US dollar. Transactions can be settled in local currencies, and the payment mechanism will not incorporate the US dollar in any form. This means that even non-BRICS countries can settle trade deals in the upcoming new payment system. There are a number of other initiatives currently under consideration within the BRICS format. One of them is a proposal by Brazil to create an alternative payment platform, with work underway on this track. I am confident that countries, even those outside BRICS, will have access to such mechanisms when they are created. The minister also revealed that the new BRICS payment system will not depend on the US and European-dominated SWIFT. There is an opportunity to form payment platforms independent of external influence. One example is the financial messaging system of the Bank of Russia. It is convenient, and it does not depend on any SWIFT network, he summed it up. Banks and the economy. The president slammed the Fed chair, demanding rate cuts and warning that Powell could be removed. If he wants him out, he'll be out of there real fast, Trump said. His comments came after Powell cautioned that the tariffs were highly likely to generate at least a temporary rise in inflation and signaled no imminent rate cuts. The first shockwaves of Trump's tariffs are beginning to hit the world economy. This indicates that the restructuring of the marketplace is in motion. Payment systems. President Donald Trump signs an executive order enabling the US Treasury to modernize its payment system to reduce fraud, waste, and abuse. Commodities. Gold appreciation versus the fiat dollar is breaking every record in the shortest amount of time in human history. It is absolutely incredible to watch. The most proven and stable asset in human history is nothing but upside, at a near vertical climb rate over the past 3 years, and even the past 3 months. Truly remarkable. Looking back over the last few days, gold has broken every single historical record for price appreciation in terms of percentage gains and sheer time velocity versus fiat currencies, and now, price swing volatility. If anyone out there thinks that there is not something significant happening in the global financial system, I don't know what to tell you. The question you need to ask yourself is this: why is gold breaking every volatility record in recorded history? Is it the current global trade war? Or is it the fact that gold is being set up to become the anchor of a new financial reset? But one thing's for sure, we have never seen anything like this, on any scale, on any metric ever. The point of all this is, folks, gold is going to change in value, by a massive amount, in the upcoming global financial reset. I said many times that it will eventually go into the 5 digits. That means that fiat currencies are going to become partially gold-backed, and the currencies will be revalued against gold. All of this gold volatility is significant evidence of what's coming. A global financial reset is being set up right before our eyes. Remember, currencies can be reset. at any value versus gold. And that means that gold can be set at $10,000, $20,000, or even $50,000 per ounce in US dollar terms. Gold is stable, and the purchasing power of national currencies can be set at whatever price per ounce or gram of gold that a country wants it to be. The question is, what would make the most efficient and effective economic sense? Breaking news. The People's Bank of China is exploring the internationalization of specific product deliveries at the Shanghai Gold Exchange, establishing overseas delivery warehouses. I think people are now paying attention. It supports the Shanghai Gold Exchange and other institutions in conducting product authorization cooperation with overseas exchanges. I informed you years ago that the Shanghai Gold Exchange will play a significant role. The Shanghai Gold Exchange will force gold to ARV. This is happening now, and it is unstoppable. Currency wars. China is dumping US Treasuries, stockpiling gold. The planned decoupling has begun. And so has the takedown of the world's fiat debt slavery system. China held $761 billion in US Treasuries as of the end of January, the second largest foreign holder behind Japan, at $1.08 trillion. China urges Japan to help fight US tariffs together. What if China and Japan sell their fiat US Treasury notes together and collapse the fiat system? We currently have around 100 countries working towards CBDC activation in trade. This is on the wholesale level. Once they are activated, the dollar will be seeking a new value and level off. Among other countries, many of these countries are already in the pilot phase of their completion. This could be the planned Operation Sandman. There are two types of CBDCs, one for the cabal, and one for the alliance. Trade war causality. Fiat dollar sinks to multi-year low against euro, yen, ruble gains. On Monday, the euro jumped to $1.1573 for the first time since November 2021. The Russian ruble has posted the strongest gains against the fiat dollar this year, with a 38% appreciation rate. As gold rises, the cabal's fiat dollar is tanking. That sums up your Wednesday news. See you tomorrow.